Natural Being. Warning, All Natural Being with Brian Brawdy is designed to shake your sense of self to the core.
It's full contact psychology with an empowering twist, a philosophical loofah for your soul.
For those of you not ready or comfortable releasing your inner superhuman, listener discretion is advised.
Here's your host,
Brian Brawdy.
Welcome, and thank you once again for stopping by wisdom and wallop of our inner whisper. Now, it's a good thing because we are here to out-brutal the brutal that is the cut and shuffle that fate can deal us on a daily basis, and to always bring our own bold. That's the key, and we're going to do it once and for all. But before we hit it this evening, a quick hello to my friends and family and those joining us from all over the globe. It's great, as always, to have you with us, and I truly am fired up to be driving your bandwagon, to be avidly you, to be your biggest fan, to be your cheerleader, to be your virtual hitchhiker if you're out and about on the go. As I said last evening, I'm digging it. You know, we fit in the cup holder. That's all I'm saying. I love riding shotgun, I always have. So what do you say? Here's your opportunity. Here's our opportunity together as a tag team to mortal up, to go crush your cant, and let's smack your critics around while we're at it, and to demand your mind's eye and your true potential live wide open. So with all of that said, let's go kick in some doors. And one of the things I wanted to do was follow up a little bit of what we did last evening, if you don't mind, because it was really helpful for me. So if you don't mind, we have some other taglines. You know that starting March 1st, March 4th, we're going to be moving to a morning show. All Natural Being will go back to its roots. It'll go back to its starting off point where we do morning shows. It'll be live 6:30 to 7:30 Eastern time so that we can kind of get everybody ready, kind of jumpstart their day, how to rev up their frame of mind before they hit the door for the day. So we're very excited about that. So I thought this evening I'll say hello to some people here in the thread quickly, and then we'll jump in. I've got some more. Thanks to everyone for the texts, the tweets, and this and that. And then I want to get into a fight. I don't want to get into a fight. I want to get into a fight that I got in earlier today. And I want to tell you all about it and see what you think. And as I said in some of the posts and some of the tweets, as I said in some of those other things, call in if you dare. If you want to defend the law of attraction, you're most certainly welcome to call in or text me. You know, we have that new number. Thank you, Alex. It gets a little chilly down here sometimes, so I love the purple puffer. I've had this for years, so I do love it, as a matter of fact. But if you are in the mood to talk about anything really, or if you want to defend what I believe to be the scam of the law of attraction, you can give me a call, 833-MIND-UPS. That is 833-646-3877. 833-646-3877. You know, you can also text us at that number as well. If you're like, yeah, I want to make my point, but I don't know if I necessarily want my voice out on camera, then you can, by all means, just go ahead and text us, and we'll take it from there. Kathy, good evening. Nice to see you. Marcellus, good evening to you as well. Hello, Wayne. Darren says, hello, Giants. Nice to see you, Darren, as well. Alex, hey, everyone. Love the purple puff. Brian, thank you very much. David Ray Bowman says, geez, 6:30 Eastern. I know, right? Let me see who else we got here. I'll catch the replay. David, you know what? And I have to ask you quickly. I saw a little post or something you done on Facebook. Is there a large number of garbage trucks having trouble making it around in the snow that the news isn't reporting? So at least in that debate, I side with you, brother. Darren, got to go. Much love to all. Darren, sorry you have to leave so early. Get yourself a space heater. Alex, we got so much stuff plugged in down here with the lights, the computers, the cameras, all the audio equipment. I think if I put a space heater in down here, you'd see like, and everything would go to black, right? So, and I'm not an electrician, so that's why we don't get the space heater. Nope, not a one. That's what I thought. David says, oh, not a one. So, yeah, they could still come out. I'm with you. If you can push all the way out to the curb, get your recycle and your trash can and everything else, the least the pickup crews can do is make sure that those 35,000-pound trucks that Maybe they could slide. I don't know. But it would seem to me that they could make the best to meet you. Good golly, not even halfway. You're doing all the heavy work by getting it out to the curb. So I'm with you, brother. So he says, nope, not a one. Not one of them has slid off the road. Well, that's good to know. Want them to make it home to their families. All right, so this evening, 81 to win. We're about 100 days away. We're going to be going after the Guinness World Record for the longest call-in radio show. That's still up and going, and we're very excited about that. But as I started to say before I got into the hellos this evening, we're very excited. And David Ray Bowman, this goes all the way back to when I used to be a guest on your show and thought, you know what, that's pretty cool. I'd like to do radio one day. And then after all these surgeries of late, admittedly, what did I hear the other day? With more head scars than a Viking, he certainly has a face for radio. So if I'm going to do radio, I'm thinking, well, we're going to go back to the beginning, which was the morning show, and see what we can do from there. So looking at some of the taglines, I wrote some of them down today that I got in texts and emails and everything else, so I thought I'd share a few. And then I want to get to this law of attraction thing. It's not enough for people to feel watered down already. You have to have these law of attraction experts. And I've asked a bunch of them to come on and debate me. I've asked a bunch of them to call in, to text in, even started following some of these people just for the hopes of thinking, oh, he follows me. Now I can direct message him, or I can IM him, or, whatever the terminology is called, because I just want to talk to these folks, right? I want to be able to envelop them and go, wait a minute. If you're called outside of the moment, how authentic can it really be? So I started a new movement today. Good evening, Heather. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us here at All Natural Being. So my new movement, we'll get into all of it, but it's called the law of subtraction. Right? All these brainiacs running around wanting to sell you mastermind classes, the law of attraction. Oh, well, yeah, it's a crock of baloney. So we're going to get into that a little bit later, called the law of subtraction is my answer to all these, with all due respect to any rocket scientists that may be listening. So let's not call them rocket scientists, but it's my attempt to just say to the people that are into this concept of law of attraction, then just come on the show and debate your point, right? And let's see where it goes. All right, so for some of the taglines that we're talking about, some of the different taglines that we have that people have been suggesting, I've been writing, just little things that you pick up from around. So if you don't mind, if I could indulge your patience one more time, we got a page or so of them. I like this one. Looking for an extended auto warranty? Well, you've come to the wrong place. I like that one. Want the best of both worlds? Add a shot of Brawdy to your early morning routine. Right? Kind of like, I guess, if you're adding fiber, you could add a shot of Brawdy. Let me see here. What's this one? Have you decided to jumpstart your day? A piece of cake. How have you decided to jumpstart your day? Well, it's a piece of cake with a shot of Brawdy. I don't know. That one's got to be worked out a little bit. Feeling a little under the weather? Well, we'll get you over that. Here's one. Killing two birds with one stone is easy with the Brawdy. We've been told it feels like hitting a nail on the head. Well, thank you for that very much. I think I'll take that one. I like this. It's a wake-up call for the warrior in you, right? Especially if you're into this concept of the law of subtraction. Can't wait to kick that around. So it's a wake-up call for the warrior in you. Now, we've got another one. Oil change. So what is this one saying? It says you change your engine oil every 3,000 miles or so. How long's it been since you changed your mind? So we've got that one. This is kind of cool. Good evening, Heather. Nice to see you, as I said. Oh, an essential oil for your outlook. Well, there's one. So you're ready to go your own way? We've got the map. Oh, here's a fun one. Like a Zamboni to smooth out any of your rough spots. I like that one. If your mind had muscles, this would be the gym it would want to work out in. Well, let's most certainly hope so. If we're going to do a morning show and your mind is a muscle, then this would be the place you'd want to come and work out. Hit the hot tub afterwards, take a nice shower, maybe a dip in the cold pool, a swim. What's another one? Whatever plan you're busy dreaming up, we're here to help you jumpstart it. I like that one. Thank you very much. Tired of settling for less than you deserve? I like that. Maybe a caveat of that one could be tired for settling for less than you're worth. If you're in the business world, maybe that would be one to take a look at. Oh, I like this. At the heart of the matter, your head. Another one, you have limits. We're here to crush them. Well, that's certainly going to be a goal of the show, so I'm fired up about that. Here's one. It's a little tweak on what Lee Rowley said last evening. You've already gotten up. Why not level up? That's true. You've already gotten out of bed. You didn't, because look, if you think this is going to be smooth, you hit the snooze alarm. Yeah, this show isn't going to be that. But since you've already gotten up, why not level up? I like that. It's like bug spray to control your philosophical pests. Well, thank you for that one very much. We're here to rev up your morning routine. Oh, another one about bug spray, like bug spray for the crawl spaces of your mind. That one could work. Here's one, a program director. Who needs one of those? I'm sure David has an opinion about that one. Let me see, another one, philosophical pesticides for any intellectual infestations you may be up against. All right, I guess. It's like a field service truck for your temperament. I guess if you have a flat tire and a field service truck pulls over, helps you out. Let me see another one. We're here to maximize your mental grit. Well, I do kind of like that one. It's never too late to start your early with the Brawdy. Kind of clever, little play on words, late and early. It's never too late to start your early with the Brawdy. If this were a Western, they'd call it the good, the bad, and the early. Don't know what Clint Eastwood has to say about that, but we'll take it. If this were a Western, they'd call it the good, the bad, and the early. It's your turn to make some waves in your everyday. Well, that's most certainly a goal of the show, is to be able to make some waves in your everyday. Another one, who says you can't have it all? You didn't hear that here. All right, I'll go with that one. Thank you. And I think that's it for this evening in terms of the taglines that have been offered up. We've gotten the text and the emails and everything else. So thank you very much. And I'm having a blast reading some of these, tweaking some a little bit, but for the most part, getting everything ready for March 4th when we jump back in headfirst into Mondays. All right, if you have a tagline, you have a suggestion, or you just want to talk about what we're talking about tonight, I wish I had like bells, like a fight getting ready to go down, because we're talking about the difference between the law of subtraction and the scam, as I say. Good evening, Alice. Nice to see you. David Ray Bowman says, program directors are the greatest people on earth. Everyone should have one, if not two. PDs are wonderful human beings who inspire joy feelings in all those around them. I'm wondering if David's married to a program director. I don't know. I'm not certain. I would agree. So program directors, David. Okay, great. So then David suggests we get maybe one or two, because Lord knows I'm not up for the job. All right. So what we're talking about this evening, and now our closing 15 minutes, look at that. We didn't do too bad, is this difference between the law of subtraction and the law of attraction, because the law of attraction is getting a pretty big, for years now, it's gotten a pretty big run. So if you want to defend that position, give us a call, 833-646-38, all crowd. When you take away all these other things, you're left with that still small voice. You're left with the true wallop of your inner wit and wisdom, right? That's what I'm talking about. So if you have all that going on, then what is it specifically you need to attract? If you're able to subtract all of the distractions, what if there's any truth to this fingerprint of providence concept? That everything you've ever truly needed, you've always had. It's always been right here. The horizon that the arch of your foot is on, that's what counts. Not all this mashugana of one day I hope, or, as I said yesterday, 2 4-letter words that I try to do away with: hope, for worrying about what's coming tomorrow, and weep, obsessing over what happened yesterday, right? So hope and weep are 2 of the worst 4-letter words in my book. We'll have to see if Instagram bounces anyone for, as I mentioned last evening, Instagram said that crap was considered a negative term. You can't post the word crap, I guess, over on Instagram. I don't know how they are about hope or weep, but to me, those are worse 4-letter words than crap is. So my point being, the law of subtraction, when you take away all of the distraction, when you take away all the opinions of other people, when you're left in the moment with yourself and those fingerprints of providence, you're like an achievement detective, right? In that particular moment in all of time, you decide right then, yes, this is how I'm going to marshal the forces that lie around me. This is, if you'll forgive the martial arts term, or the law enforcement term, this is how I'm going to weaponize what's immediately within my grasp, right? What am I going to do in this particular moment in all of time? No hoping for tomorrow, no weeping over yesterday, no carrots at the end of the stick. No law of attraction. Oh, I hope. Oh, if I get a picture of myself taken with a Lamborghini. Really? A Lamborghini? Do you even know what? And all these people, I don't know, it's been a big thing lately on Facebook. See people stepping up. They're on a yacht. They're acting like they're taking their sunglasses off, climbing off from a yacht. If they're sitting in a Learjet, right? What do you do, right? Or they're in a, they're like they're standing in my library down here, and it's just rows and rows and rows and bookcases of books that they've alleged to have studied. No, I'm not saying that, maybe there's someone that actually owns a Lamborghini. I don't know why you'd be caught dead with a picture of one. But maybe there's someone that owns a Lamborghini. Maybe there's someone that has an Olympic swimming pool in a $10 million home, and maybe they just didn't rent it for the day to take their movies. But I have to tell you, I'm getting a little sick and tired of watching all the people, wherever you go on social media, standing in front of a whiteboard. Oh, well, here's the top 3 this. Here's the secrets to that. Here's what you could do over here. And I'm thinking, yeah, why don't we just ban whiteboards? Right? Well, I use them, but you never see them, I don't think, in the shots. I use them as I'm plotting things out throughout the day, right? As I'm kind of like, what am I going to write? How am I going to work? Does this word work with this word? That kind of thing. I have whiteboards, but you never see them. I don't stand in front of them and go like this. So I'm beginning to think this whole law of attraction is simply another distraction to call you away from who you truly are. And if I'm wrong, how about a 20-minute victory? How about for the next 20 minutes, do absolutely what you want to put your heart's highest priority top of your list? Now, the critics in your life, those walking, talking Venus flytraps, they're going to say, oh, well, you can't be narcissistic. And I'm suggesting that maybe it's time to be a little narcissistic, right? Just in little doses, right? Heard Ashley say tonight that, everything in moderation, right? Nothing to the extreme. So a little bit of narcissism from time to time, I find nothing wrong with it at all. Maybe that is the best of both worlds. A blend, a little bit of narcissism, a little bit of altruism. You're wondering about putting your heart's highest priority top of the list, and then encouraging other people around you to put their heart's highest priority top of the list. Maybe that's what it's all about. But to ignore all the experts, ignore all the din and clatter, buy in. If you're going to buy into anything, law of attraction, help me, please. And again, if you want to debate the point, if you're like, oh, I love the law of attraction, I will stand up for it, then call me, 833-646-3877, 833-MIND-UPS. You're welcome to send me a text. Do we get anything in here? Oh, let me see. 2 messages, my bad, sorry. Let me see what's going on. See here. It wouldn't be funnier if a different person texted a monkey. All right, what do we got? Delicious. Thank you very much. Just had a bite of that pie. Well, thank you. That's not causing me to. Thank you very much. Yeah, a friend of mine, his wife made him a coconut cream pie, and I'm like, oh, do you think maybe I could have a little bit? And he sent me a picture today, going, oh, would you like to see a picture of your coconut cream pie? And I go, yeah, along with the air bill and your purchase of dry ice, how you're going to get that here for me tomorrow? I would love to see it. And then a minute later, I get a text saying, oh, well, I look forward to telling you how good your pie tastes. Right after lunch. So I got that going for me. All right. But now, if you also want to text us, thank you for that. Is the sound of my stomach growling. Text us 833-646-3877, 833-MIND-UPS. Let us know what you think. I think law of attraction, absolute scam. And right, you can have all these things now. Oh, on law of attraction experts. What? Yeah, no. Right? The law of subtraction. Right? And even if you think about it, even a religious connotation for maybe just for a moment. John, good evening. Thank you for joining us here at All Natural Being. I shall not want. Think about that for a second, right? In terms of always begging, always petitioning, always praying, always asking, always hoping, always longing. What if the true meaning of life is not what you long for, but what you live your life in this particular moment, in all of time? It's what you live, not what you long for. And I think the law of attraction is just more snake oil. It's more of an ability for people to say, you don't get to be happy where you are now. You'll never be happy, damn it, until you achieve X. till you get you a tuning fork. Well, those are fun. Yeah, I like tuning forks, right? I'll be happy once I get a tuning fork. Or I'll be happy, anything else? Oh, I'll be happy. Here's this. I'll be happy after I get a nice crystal ball. I guess I'll be like that, right? I'll be happy after I get that, right? And we talk about it all the time. There's a difference between human beings and these human gettings, where it's never enough unless they're getting some bauble, some trinket, some brick to build in their wall, some social media status, some number of likes, some number of dollars made in a funnel, right? Just something. All these human gettings. It is, Jenny. Thank you very much. It's very shiny. I love it. Oh, and I love the blue in it too. It's very shiny. If you notice, it's right behind me. Right? But all these human gettings, it's never good to be where you are right now in this moment. So that's the difference between a human being and a human getting. A human getting controlled, just like they give up the remote control, give a remote control to Chatterdom and have Chatterdom dictate. Oh, you'll finally be happy once you get 10 million followers. You'll finally be happy. Once you get so much in your account, you'll finally be happy. Once you do A, B, C, or D, or lose E, F, G, H, right? You'll finally be happy. One day, and then you wake up one day and you didn't wake up. You wake up one day and you're already dead. And so what good has it done you to have a bucket list, to constantly be thinking that the grass is greener on the other side? So I'd like just one of these experts. I'd love one of these people that go, oh, law of attraction, got to tell you it works. Then stand up for it. Stand up for it. What works is the law of subtraction. When you take everything else away and then you go, in this particular moment in all of time, I can pull off damn near anything. And that, my friends, I believe, is the key. Not constantly being called out of the one place you have power. Not constantly being called out of the one place that you can actually make a difference, which is magnifying this moment. Eckhart Tolle's book, The Power of Now. He didn't say the power of attracting. He didn't say the power of yesterday, the power of tomorrow. It's the power of, damn it, right now. What right now? What forces are you able to marshal? What natural resources? Your grit, your agility, your stamina. One of the things we said over in here is that, it's like a wake-up call for the warrior in you. There was another one. Yeah, I do like that bug spray. At the heart of the matter, your head. There's another one that says it just talked about leveling up. Since you've already gotten up, why not level up? Right? You're already there. We're here to maximize your mental grit. That's the one I was looking for. Your mental grit. Well, what if your mental grit has been watered down? What if your mental grit has been interrupted? Because we're constantly looking outside of ourselves. We're constantly looking out for the portal that is right now. And these law of attraction people, they don't want to have to debate that. They go, oh, well, of course I'm happy. It's just that, right? Because they don't like to say the word but, because they know that the moment you say the word but, it negates everything in the sentence that came before it. Oh, yeah, I'm happy, but I'll be happier with a Lamborghini. I'll be happier with 10 million followers. I'll be happier if that blog post goes viral. Can blog posts go viral? Or is it videos that go viral? I don't know, right? I'll be happier if this. I'll be happier if that. The grass is always greener. The grass is always greener, and they actually continue to teach generations this kind of craziness, this kind of mental illness. It's not the law of attraction, it's the law of subtraction. And I'd really love it if you're listening and this triggers you, if this outrages you, if this offends you. No charge, right? No charge. But I'd love for you to wake up and then call me. 833-646-3877, 833-MINDUPS. And then the closing minutes, let me just ask you, what the hell's wrong with where you are right now, with the person that you are right now? Kathy says happiness comes from within. I absolutely agree. What's wrong with where you're standing right now in this particular moment of all the time? Oh, I'm going to stand next to a winning lottery ticket. Look, if you're here, you've already won the lottery, pal. Palina. I don't want to mansplain, right? What's that? If you call a guy a pal, what is it? What would you call a woman? Palina? Pala? You get where I'm going with this, right? But if Kathy's true, and I believe what she thinks and what she says is true, that happiness comes from within, how can within get a chance to present itself in this particular moment and all the time when you're constantly shooting for some bucket list, some award, some achievement, some whatever in the future? Now, I'm not saying that you have to throw them away forever. I'm asking you for the next 20 minutes. What if you did a 20-minute victory and you were just thrilled? You were your own biggest fan. You were your own best friend, your own biggest cheerleader. And you said, I absolutely possess the ability right now. I'm going to hone my head and my heart. I'm going to dovetail my natural resources. I'm going to wake up and call me. Thank you. Oh, Jenny, I like that. Thank you very much. Wake up and call me. All right, there's another one. I'll write that down. Well, there you go. Well, talking about, look at that. I love it. Thank you, Jenny, very much. Wake up and call me. That one's going to get added to the top of the list. But in the closing minutes, think about this. What does it take to mortal up? What it takes to mortal up is to marshal the forces you have present in your life right now. That's the only thing that's going to make a difference. And all these crap weasels that keep pushing this concept of the law of attraction, they're just doing it to water you down. Because they know your true strength, your true power, your true ability comes from being grounded. We started this company, Antius Universal, which does the marketing of everything that you see. And Antius, you remember from the Greek myth, Antius is he's 10,000 to 0. He's won every wrestling match there is because Antius knows that when he's grounded to the earth, when he's grounded to this particular moment in all of time, that's where he gets his strength. The earth is half his mom, right? I think it says half of his the parentage is the earth. So what does Hercules does? Hercules realizes, hey, if I lift him up off the ground, if I take him out of contact with the now, if I remove him from his source of strength, I'll crush him like a grape. What does Hercules do? He crushes him like a grape. Comes in, lifts him up off the ground, lifts him out of his connection to the now. There you go. You got marmalade. That's all I'm saying. Or maybe grape jelly. Maybe you can't make marmalade out of grapes. I don't know. All right, we're going to get ready to get out of here. Thank you so much. We'll be back tomorrow for a very special Valentine's Day edition. But in the interim, remember to mortal up. And remember that everything you've ever truly needed, you've always had. And that you can go ahead and exercise that brilliance, exercise that genius. You can crush your can't the moment you decide that this is the moment that you're going to do just that. All right, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for all the texts. Thank you for all the things here in the thread. Barbara, nice to see you. Sorry we've got to run. Thank you so very much for joining us in the closing minutes of All Natural Being. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. Thank you all so very much.